I get a lot of fans, including my father, who stop me and say, why are you talking about the Cowboys? I'll tell you, Dad.
I'll say it.
I'll tell you why. Because this story right here, the Cowboys trading for a backup quarterback, moves the needle. This story, and it's a slow news day. I guarantee it'll be the number one click story on NFL.com today. I bet you it's the number one click story on ESPN.com today. Cowboys trade for backup quarterback with one career start. Yep.
No, he didn't start that game.
He didn't?
Drake,
that's right.
Drake May played like 5 snaps.
May came in, right, okay.
Yeah.
So go back to week 18. The Patriots blew the first overall pick by winning. And a lot of it had to do with a kid named Joe Milton, who can throw the ball out of the stadium. Not an exaggeration. He can throw the ball out of the stadium.
Cannon for an arm.
He can throw it 80 yards.
Yeah.
There is video of it. Look for it. Manning Passing Academy a couple of years ago in Thibodeau, he threw it out. He threw it basically 80 yards into a bucket in the far end zone. I don't think he actually hit the bucket, but you get my point. The problem at Tennessee was, University of Tennessee, where he played quarterback, and he backed up. Hendon Hooker then took over when Hooker got drafted. Hooker, by the Lions, he's not accurate. We had him at the Senior Bowl a year ago, and remember Contra back in the day when you had the spray gun? It was really effective in Contra on the old Nintendo NES.
Up, down, left, right.
Okay.
DA start.
But it's not effective as a quarterback. That was Joe Milton, kind of. And we saw it in Mobile at the Senior Bowl. Charles Davis, friend of the program, legendary CBS broadcaster, and former Tennessee defensive back, loves all his Tennessee players and loved Joe Milton. But when we're doing 6 hours a day of our Senior Bowl coverage, and you would look to Charles and here's another throw in Mobile in practice, we're just like, and Charles kept it classy, but there were obvious deficiencies here in Joe Milton's game. So the Patriots took him in the 6th round. That's why he went in the 6th round. And then he got in there wearing Bernie Kosar's old number 19. 19 is not a sexy number for quarterbacks. It is not. You do not expect Joe Milton with the cannon arm and the athletic ability to break some tackles and make plays out of structure and out of the pocket and scramble to wear 19. Matter of fact, it looks awful. Let's be blunt. Athletic, strong-arm quarterbacks don't wear 19. Can anyone think of one? Thank you.
Johnny, you were 19.
Okay.
Correct.
Different era. But yeah, you had to go that far. You had to go back to black and white.
That was one person.
Yeah, had to go back to black and white. Bernie Kosar is my hero, but not known for his athleticism.
Nah, that wasn't his thing.
Anyway, Joe Milton played great. The Patriots won the game. They blew the number 1 overall pick, and they fell to 4. And everyone now said, well, let's go trade for Joe Milton. And Patriots fans, Chris Brockman included, got it into their head that they were going to get like a 2 for Joe Milton.
Don't lump me in with these people, please.
Okay. A 3 for Joe Milton.
I didn't think that, but everyone else seemed to.
A lot of people did. It didn't happen. It's Joe Milton and a 7 in exchange for a 5. So the Patriots actually get a good return. They take a 6th-round pick from 1 year, and they move him for a 5th-round pick the next year. All right? It's not a great return, but you moved up. Albert Breer breaks it down pretty well. Let me read this. On the Jimmy Johnson trade chart, the 171st pick, which is what the Patriots got, it's a compensatory 5 that the Cowboys traded, is worth 28 points. The 217th pick is worth 4.2, so the trade value here for New England is 18.8, roughly the equivalent of 181. Milton last year drafted 193. So basically, Dallas gets Joe Milton for moving down 46 slots. It is a good deal for the Cowboys. Cooper Rush moved to Baltimore. The Cowboys needed a backup quarterback. I thought they might be in the Kyle McCord conversation, the Will Howard, the day 2 to 3 quarterback conversation. You develop that guy. Now they've got Joe Milton. They got the guy to develop. And let me say this right now. I'm a massive Dak Prescott fan. He makes $60 million, okay? There will be a point this year where the Cowboys hit the inevitable middle of the season roadblock, rather, where Cowboy fans clamor for Joe Milton.
Guaranteed.
They never clamored for Trey Lance. They gave up a 4 for Trey Lance. They gave up a 5 for Joe Milton. Joe Milton is that tantalizing guy that you saw for 5 minutes once, and you think he could play.
This just in from Adam Schefter. The Raiders are giving Geno Smith a 2-year, $75 million extension that keeps him with the team through 2027. Las Vegas sent a third-round pick to the Seahawks for the quarterback last month, reuniting him with Pete Carroll. They were together for 37 games in Seattle. The NFL draft is just 3 weeks from today. Cue the music. And teams may get a little more intel tomorrow when Colorado holds its NFL showcase. 16 Buffalo players will take part, but the stars of the show, obviously, will be two-way standout Travis Hunter and quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Sanders' draft position is a key talking point as we inch closer to draft day, 3 weeks from today. According to ESPN Analytics, Sanders is most likely to fall third to the Giants, followed by sixth to the Raiders. Our Field Yates has Sanders going third to the Giants in his latest mock, which is out now on ESPN.com. Senior NFL insider Adam Schefter joins us now, along with analyst Mina Kimes. So, Shefty, let's start with you. What are teams hoping to learn at Shedeur's Pro Day tomorrow?
Well, first of all, Hannah, let's correct you. It's not his Pro Day. It's his showcase. So it's Shedeur's showcase, the Colorado showcase, which is essentially a Pro Day in most other places. But I think teams have seen what they need from Shedeur Sanders throughout the course of the year. They've seen the throws he can make, the accuracy he can display, the way he moves around in the pocket and makes plays. They'll be watching on Friday to see how he demonstrates leadership, how he interacts with his teammates, what they see there, because they've got enough tape to analyze how high he should and shouldn't go in this upcoming draft. It'll be beyond the throws. It'll be about the ways he handles everybody being there to watch him throw, how he interacts with his teammates, and everything that comes along with it being, to correct you, Shedeur's showcase.
At the showcase. Thank you so much, Shefty. See, that's why we're all here. We got to get the facts right. Mina, we have heard such varied outlooks on his professional future based on what you've seen on all that tape that Adam referenced. What do you make of his chances to be successful in the NFL?
Well, I think a lot of it, Hannah, will depend on whether he can do something that, frankly, he won't be able to display at his showcase, which is playing faster. So starting with what I liked about Shedeur, what everyone likes, really, it's the accuracy. Super smart quarterback, super tough, throws a very catchable football. It's easy to imagine that translating to the NFL. But for it to translate, he's got to get rid of that ball faster. Average time to throw of nearly 3 seconds, which was the longest of any of the top prospects in the class. That will not cut in this league. So he has to improve his pocket management, has to play on time. If he can do those things, I have high hopes for him in the NFL, but he has to play faster and improve in that regard.
Yeah, ESPN Bet has the over-under for his draft position currently set at 8.5. Thanks to both of you for showcasing your insight with us here on SportsCenter.
Very good, Anna. Very good.
Adam and Mina, thank you. That's why I'm here all day. This just in, the Cardinals have made Trey McBride the highest paid tight end in the NFL. He gets a 4-year, $76 million extension with $43 million guaranteed. The $19 million average salary is tops at that position. It does surpass Travis Kelce. McBride had 111 catches for over